Happy Monday and welcome back to Hustle Haven, your safe space for all things entrepreneurship. We are your hosts. I'm Taisha Renee.
And I'm River the Realtor.
And Happy New Year!
Is it really 2025?
It's 2025. Seriously. No. I feel like, where did 2024 go?
I feel like we're it being 25. Because we are no longer in that realm.
I know it's like the second week, but it's our first episode. So
I know.
Happy New Year. I hope everyone's New Year is off to the best starts. For all my entrepreneurs, I pray that you guys get everything that y'all pray for this year, that you work for this year, that you hope, manifest, whatever it is.
Whatever you do.
It's yours. Whatever happened in 2024, if it was bad, let's leave it there.
Let's leave it and don't bring it into this new space.
If it was good, though, let's thrive off of it.
Yeah, and if you started your New Year resolution, but you already like messed it up, consider this today the day to start over. Like your New Year starts right now.
I feel like every Monday is a fresh start for us.
I agree. And then you can watch a fresh episode of Hustle Haven.
Exactly. So y'all, today's episode, hold on, wait. Before we get into the topic.
You just scared me.
I'm sorry. Before we get into the topic.
I know what you're finna say. Go ahead.
If you all just take a look at your calendars, you'll see that today is January 13th, 2025. And I just want to say, and if you're looking on YouTube, you see the attire. Happy Founders Day. To my soror, to Delta Sigma Theta, you guys, 112 years of doing what needs to be done. And that's all I'm going to say. Shout out to us, man. Happy Founders Day.
I'm not going to say no. I'm just going to clap.
Hey, as you should. Thank you so much. Now, let's jump into the episode. So today, what better way to kick off the new year than to get you guys this business checklist together? I feel like this episode could be for like people who are thinking about starting a business, wanting to start a business, and people who already have businesses.
Yeah, that business
refresh, rebrand, start another business. Period. Like, let's get into the 5 things that we think are essential to the success of the business. It's not to say this is like everything.
Yeah.
You need to know, but it's your starter pack to get your life together this year. Let's jump into number 1. Probably, I know you heard it before, but it's so essential. You have to know and be clear on your why.
Yes. Oh my God.
On your why. Like, and the why is like asking yourself that question, like, is this a passion that I'm fulfilling? Like, what type of problem am I trying to solve?
That's
like,
a good one.
What am I doing? Like, what is this for? Like, what is my why? Because I feel like in entrepreneurship, when you have those tough days and those days that feel like super overwhelming, it's always going to be that why that you come back to that keeps you motivated and keeps you going and lets you not give up.
I always tell people, especially what we do in real estate, like real estate is my passion project, right? But it has to be because as an entrepreneur, right, we face these hurdles and don't get me started on the not getting paid situation, just all of these different things. And if you don't absolutely love what you're doing, it is hard to like keep your feet firmly planted in the ground.
You're going to give up at the first
chance. I think the why is important. I recommend everybody figure out their why and then write it down. Put it somewhere where you can easily access it so that when you are in those tough moments, you remember like, okay, I'm not just doing this for self. I'm not just doing this for financial gain. I'm doing this because
X, Y, and Z.
Put your why there.
Yeah, I love that. What is your why?
For real estate?
For anything.
In entrepreneurship, I would say my why is, I always say with real estate is bigger than me. Like my why is about filling the gap. Yeah. I think that, as minorities and also being a woman, like we see the gap in ownership. And I feel like it is my personal passion project to make sure more people that look like me and you achieve home ownership. Like that's really what it is. I think that's the best feeling too. Because when we have a closing, yes, I'm getting paid, but I'm also looking at this person who like, I'm a homeowner.
Okay, I love when I see
my name on that deed.
Okay,
like,
black women. Most of my clients are like young black women, black men. I just love them at the table. Like, yes, like let's build this generational wealth, and I helped you do it. Yes,
it start with us, and I love that.
I think that's why a lot of us, our age anyway, who are doing it. That's why we're doing it. Okay, let's go on to number 2.
Period.
I feel like in addition to having your why, you have to have like a clear business idea. Because I feel like sometimes as entrepreneurs, like we want to cater everything to everybody.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good one.
Like you want everybody to be your clientele or your customer. And the reality is that's just not the case. No. Like everybody's not going to want to buy your product.
And everyone's not going to want them to.
Exactly.
You should not want them to. I think that is like a really big thing because I think we try so hard. You ever hear like when you're growing up and like there's always the one friend that like, oh, she's a people pleaser. She want to be friends with everybody. And I think that's how it is with business. When you don't have a business that you're like aligning with your specific audience, I think it takes away from your brand.
Exactly. I remember that one example you used and you were like, you were searching for a hairstylist and then you went on this girl's page, it's like she had candy fruit.
Oh yeah, she was doing waist beads. I was like.
And there's nothing wrong with side hustles, multiple streams of income.
But I felt like I could not clearly identify what your business is.
Yes.
And for me, it takes away from like what you're doing. Like, again, we do real estate. So I feel like if you came to my Instagram though, and I was also breeding dogs and selling real estate, it's not nothing wrong with that. But I feel like for the consumer, it's like, okay, like, is this her thing?
Yeah,
like what's going on? She experimented. Yeah. So I think that's big.
Yeah, but I also feel like it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Because even for me, like I am in my 4th year, going to my 5th year, and I feel like I just have figured out what I want my focus to be.
Agreed.
So it definitely like took me some time. At first I was like, dang, like who do I want to cater to? Like,
I think it's trial and error,
what type of client do I want? Like, I don't know. Like I'm trying to post for everything and everybody. But now I feel like, okay, these are the type of clients that I want to work with. And now I can really cater my business to that. So I feel like it's okay if it takes time.
Devil's advocate though, because I think I said this before on the podcast, but I really do feel like this. There's a group of people that you want to work with, and then there's that group of people that want to work with you.
Oh,
I think sometimes we be trying to force situations that are not there. Like, oh, I want to work with
Jay-Z,
movie stars, and da-da-da. But then you're getting investors who want to build and develop. And like sometimes if we feel like that's not what we want, we kind of realign our steps like, oh, well, that's not really the business I'm looking for. And I feel like sometimes, again, man playing God laugh. You might think you about to be the entertainment agent and really you're the investor girl. And it's nothing wrong with that.
You're still getting to the bag.
Exactly. You just have to also think like, see what's coming to you.
Yeah. That's what helped me actually. Like I'm looking back over like, who have I worked with? Who have I enjoyed working with the most? And that's kind of helped me like, okay, you know what? I love working with these type of clients, looking for these type of houses. This is going to be my market.
I agree. Because you know what's so crazy? When I first started, I thought I wanted to work with people who were more like, not seasoned, but kind of knew more about the process. I feel
like second time.
And those are the ones that be giving me the hardest time. Well, I did this before. You did it in 2008 when there was a recession, baby. A lot has changed. Like, they're not as willing to take on the knowledge and stuff like that. So I love that. Like, pay attention to what's coming to you and then really reiterate and assess like what you actually enjoy doing.
And if what's coming to you isn't what you want, then I think you just kind of need to figure that out. What are you doing that you need to do differently?
Look, right, exactly.
Because obviously that's not
it. Starts with you, babe.
It starts with you. Okay, so let's go to number 3. And I feel like we always talk about this. The money. Starting a business takes money, period.
Y'all know y'all got to pay to play.
Point
that's just what
blank,
it is.
Period. Like if you think you're going to start a whole business with $0 and 0 cent in your account. I mean, listen, faith of a mustard seed.
I know they say $1 in a dream, but I don't think they meant
a mustard seed.
Okay, even you gotta buy a mustard seed.
But let's be a little realistic here.
Yeah, I agree. I think like we talk about this too when we talk about that transition between if you're gonna work your corporate job or whatever. I always tell people like if you have a business idea, like start stacking your money up towards that because I do believe you should walk out on faith, but I think
be prepared. Like don't put yourself
a little bit of finance.
Exactly. Don't put yourself in an uncomfortable position because you're not prepared. Because you're like, you know what, I'm about to do this today. Okay. And then let me know how that goes.
Let me know. I think the best thing you can do is plan, right? Figure out what your strategy is and how you want to like launch your business and then figure out what that costs. Like what that looks like.
You need a rough idea of like, how much is this going to cost? And then how much do I need to make so that I can cover the cost?
Exactly. Like I'll use fashion as an example because I think you see this a lot with like different clothing brands and stuff. Some people be like, oh, I'm going to make this design. I'm going to do everything to like print to order. So if you order it, then I'm going to use that money to pay for it. But I'm like, what happens when you have that moment somebody walks up to you like a celebrity client like, oh, I love this shirt. Oh, no, I'm only doing print to order. Like you got to have some type of inventory to be able to bet on yourself. So I think everything costs and we're not saying thousands or millions of dollars, but have you some money that you can invest in your business. Because if you don't want to invest in you, I don't want to invest in you either.
Exactly. And have some money where, let's say you launch your business and maybe you don't get the sales that you wanted or hope for. Like you need to have some type of cushion so you can keep going because that early on, if you're like, oh no, you're going to quit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're going to quit. Like that early on, you're like, hold on. I wanted to sell 20 units. I wanted 20 clients. I only got 2.
Yeah.
Hey,
now you like
that'll take you over the edge.
It'll have you starting to second guess yourself. But I think the reality is like business is like a slow grind. You have to walk in understanding that. Like I'm not saying everybody, but I feel like most people don't come through the door immediately profitable. Like it takes time. And if you walk in understanding like, okay, I'm at the starting line. I know it's going to take me a little bit to get to the finish. I think you'll be better off, like, just able to navigate those waters. Because I'm telling you, working hard and not making no money is not fun. Okay?
It's not fun.
It's not.
Gotta have that why. Gotta have that why. And the earlier you learn that discipline in your finances, the better you'll be throughout your entire business. I mean, unless we are like Kylie Jenner, hey. The capital's there.
Nepotism.
I'm not talking to you, Kylie. I'm talking to the rest of us.
What a thing.
I'm not mad at it.
I ain't either, child. All my kids is
Okay, so you got your why. You're clear on like what type of business you want. You got your finances together. Let's talk about marketing.
Okay.
That's key to essential. Like, how are you going to reach the people that you want to service or buy your product? Like, what's your marketing strategy?
I want to say this about marketing because I think especially with like the millennials, the Gen Zers, we automatically lean into social media as if that's the only type of marketing.
It's a good one.
It's a great one. I'm never holding out on this. But somebody asked me this a long time ago when I was like really going full throttle on social media. They were like, if the internet crashed today, is your business going to crash too?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, people have said that. Oh, guys, if you hear like rain in the background,
just know our blessings are coming down right now.
Pouring in.
It's a rainy day.
Listen to us, not the rain.
Not the rain. But no, I think that's a real thing. Like if the internet was to crash and burn right now, they was talking about, we taking TikTok, we banning TikTok.
Exactly. What are you going to do?
If your whole business is based around a TikTok strategy and your TikTok followers, what are you going to do? So I am saying go full throttle with social media, but start thinking about other ways that you can market. And I think word of mouth is like one of my favorite things. I think it's slept on because I think we're in a digital age. Nobody want to get out and shake hands.
Right.
And talk to people. Attend events and things like that. But I think that there's so much power in like putting a face and a name behind a brand because people won't forget that. Like you leave a lasting impression, they're going to be like, Pivot Real to that girl. I remember her. Like things like that. So that's just my little tidbit about the marketing.
I agree with that. You definitely need to find at least one or two different channels. So social media, whether it's email, whether it's Google, people gonna be on Google forever. Whether it's word of mouth, like referrals, like a lot of my business, referrals. Like I love people telling somebody else to come shop with me. Yeah. Like that is the biggest compliment ever.
Your referral is my greatest compliment. I love that. But it really is because I think it's a testament from your clients that says this girl is really great at what she does. I want to recommend her to somebody that I care about.
And most people, for me, like, I don't like to do anything unless I have referral. Like, when we out to eat, I'm on Yelp.
Oh. I need to not ordering or eating nothing if she don't got the picture.
I need to see how it looks.
She be like, crusted Parmesan chicken.
And I don't want the restaurant picture.
No, she wants somebody else's. Because nobody's going to lie about their real life experience.
Exactly. And I need to know, don't bamboozle me.
No.
I know that you probably think that you're great. I know that I'm great, but I love it when my clients say I'm great. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. So I do think social media is good. I think it's great. And I think without it, without a digital footprint in today's age, it is going to be very difficult. But I really do urge everybody to think about another marketing strategy that can take them to where they're going.
But with social media, and since it is so prominent in today's age, like, don't be scared to just post. Like, your posts don't need to be super extravagant. Because I know in today's age, just like everybody got professional photographers and videographers doing this professional content, okay? Get your iPhone. It's okay. Start off with that iPhone.
Hello, because that's what we all started. We literally all started with
the iPhone
and
put that tripod up and get you some content.
And I think Julia, shout out to Julia. She's talked about this on her episode. But like sometimes you post and the thing that you thought was gonna get 1 million likes only gets like 2 or 3 likes. I always say keep posting and stay consistent because you don't know who's watching. I think the quality is better than the quantity. So I would much rather have 100 likes from, 50 of those people who are actually interested in what I'm doing than have 1,000 likes for people who just like clicking because it looked good, who are never going to use my services, never going to contact me. No.
That's a good one. I love that. Okay. Let's wrap that up. Number 4. Let's go to number 5.
Okay.
And I really think number 5 is like the most important one.
Okay.
For me. And it's the mentorship / your support system, which kind of go hand in hand, but are 2 different things.
Okay, talk about it.
Mentorship for me is that person who's been in whatever line of business that you're in for a while and you see them doing well. They've been in it for years. They're where you want to be. And I'm never going to miss a moment to shout my mentor out. Because
please do.
Without Miss Ariane Ellsbury, baby, I don't know where the business is going to be.
What's her word? Top tier.
For real.
And I love that.
Top tier. So like finding someone who can kind of help you, finding that mentor is really going to help you navigate points 1 through 4. They're going to help you like, hey, I did this. It didn't work. Here's what I recommend. You know what I'm saying?
What's that saying? People like, they walk so you can run.
Okay, and that's exactly what's going on.
What's so funny, I'm going to shout out Ariane Ellsbury as well. Because I think when you all started working for her, that's when I realized like, it really does pay to have somebody who, one, is where you want to be in their career, but also who cares enough to teach you the mistakes that they made so that you don't double back. I talk about this all the time, but in real estate, I had never had a mentor. I had one broker. She was amazing. Shout out to Miss Nakia. She was awesome. Real small broker. She was able to be super hands-on. And she taught me about like the business side of things from just like really putting your feet on the ground and working. But I was only there for such a short period of time. And like throughout my career, I had not had a real hands-on mentorship. I made so many mistakes that I know that if I just had one person to be like, no, don't do this, do that. I think my career could have gone, you know, even crazy, even quicker. But I think looking back on it, that's what made me want to do so much mentorship in real estate because I understand those small mistakes. That could have saved me a headache of drama. I mean, I'm happy I went through it because now I walk so y'all can run. And I walk real slow, okay? I think it's just, you can't beat somebody that's really going to be able to come in and just help you not make those mistakes to just get to where you're going faster.
But again, it's finding someone who genuinely wants to do it because you do have mentors who just really not mentors. And that's okay.
But once you find that person... Because I'm going to just say this. I think that the big thing is that a lot of people don't. You got to have a heart to teach and mentor people, right? I think the reality is you got some people that like to mentor, but they only want to do it to a degree in which, like,
they don't want to see you doing better than them.
Exactly. And the minute they feel like you stepping over that threshold, they'll start.
Hold on now. I'm giving you too much sauce.
Hold on, Miss Girl. And it's like, y'all got to watch for that.
Yeah. That's the malicious side that we don't want.
Yeah.
But if you find that good mentor to lock in with, like I'm telling you, that will help you in so many ways and so many avenues. And keep in mind, like, finding a mentor, I feel like has to be like organic.
Yeah.
Because when I first started, I was kind of like DMing everybody, like, I want to get in the field. Like, who can I help?
Yeah.
Like, you need some showings? Like,
yeah, because we got that aggressive behavior. Like, we're not going
on, y'all. And then one morning I woke up and Ariana posted about wanting an assistant. And you can ask, I was so persistent. Hey, following up.
Yeah.
When is my interview? Hey, my interview. Hey, what's the update? Y'all hiring me or what?
But that's what it takes. And I think when people see those qualities in you, it kind of makes them want to like pull in. I feel like even now just seeing it's been years.
It's been years like, and I'm happy. Love you. Best day.
So look, quick question for you. What is probably one of the best lessons that you've gained from having a mentor? Just like the best, outcome that you've
having a mentor, she makes me step out of my comfort zone. Like she doesn't mind like, hey, Taisha, like, this is what you're doing, but I think you could be doing this. Like, I know, like, it's not what you want to do, but, like, giving me those ideas, like, you see the potential in me, giving me that constant motivation. Yeah. Like, I think that's, like, I know when I talk to her, when I get off the phone, like, I'm going to have a whole new trajectory and outlook on what I need to be doing because, like, you genuinely want to see me grow. So I think for me, that's the biggest thing that's coming out of that relationship. And then when I have problems, when I have a call, like, listen, I'm facing this. I don't know what I'm doing. She own it.
I love that.
If she don't know it, we can call our broker. Shout out to Kiana, too. She never too far away.
Oh, and she about her business, too.
Okay.
I'll say this, even though, like I said, I haven't really had a mentor, I lean on Taisha for a lot of things. And the one thing that I always get from her is kind of like what you said, pushing me out of my comfort zone, but it's always like pushing me to my limit. Like I remember I was setting goals and I was like, oh, I want to sell $5 million in real estate. And you were like, you gonna do that? Like, you need to double it.
You already did that.
And so I was looking at her like, no way, I'm not doing that. And you're like, why? Because you don't want to fail at it. A goal is something that you should set. You should be chasing for the rest of the year.
Period.
And I literally set that goal and I literally chased it and for the rest of the year. And at the 11th hour, I hit it. And I'm like, if it wasn't for Taisha, I wouldn't even thought to go. Oh, girl. But I would not have even pushed myself to go that far because I just didn't think that was realistic. So I think that's another thing. Like you have somebody that can really push you and teach you and push you past your limits because the sky really is not the limit.
It's not the limit. Like I'm going past that.
Period.
Oh, my hand sister.
Y'all, I want y'all to know, if y'all watch Hustle Heavy, y'all know we don't be sitting this close to each other usually. And we sitting a lot closer because Taisha felt like we was too far apart. So
seriously,
now we can just...
why are you always over there?
We can easily hold hands now.
Okay, seriously. Okay, wait. Mentorship.
Yes.
But I also want to say support system.
Okay.
And that's going to be it.
That's you.
System.
You are my support system.
Support system. People who are like, when you down and out, but also support is like your family. It's like, when you don't got it, you could call, like, I'm calling my brother like, Keem, listen, man.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Keem.
I need a little...
You his baby, too. Like, Taisha brother, he going over a cliff about that.
He going, listen. I'm like, your support system is those people, like, when you are down and out in that business, like, yes, you are my support system, but you need to have that family, I feel like.
Yeah, and I think you got to have those people who, when you are in those tumultuous times in your business, who are not going to tell you, like, maybe you should... I don't know. Maybe you should stop doing that and go.
My mama
get a
said
job.
maybe you should get the job. I said,
No,
yeah.
and it's okay to say
It's
that.
okay.
But I feel like you also have to have those people that's like, yes, this is a hard moment. It's not a hard life. Like really just continuously pushing you. Because again, as entrepreneurs, we get in our head. I feel like we are our hardest and worst critics. Like
100%.
we put so much on ourselves, especially if you're like an entrepreneur and that's all you have. Like every little thing seems like the end of the world. When you got real support systems, people who genuinely see like, okay, you're great at this. Like, let me push you forward. I think that really does help. Like, it's going to keep your head straight all
And
the time.
again, mentorship and support system, they go hand in hand.
It does, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. I think that was good. I think it was good. Let's recap it. Okay. 5 things, you guys. 5 things. Be clear on your why. Have a clear business idea, business plan. Make sure your finances are in order. Make sure you are disciplined with that money. Make sure your marketing strategy is what it needs to be to get to the target audience that you are looking for. And lastly, seek that mentorship and love on your support system so that you can keep going and not get discouraged.
I love that.
And I think that's 5 good things, y'all.
Yeah, I think you start your year with those 5 things. We'll recap at the end of this year.
Come back and comment and tell us how it helps. And if you are an entrepreneur and you're listening, you have any more tips, of course, drop it in the comments. We want to talk. Let's have a conversation.
That. Look, we got to have our support system with y'all.
Exactly.
I love this. Make sure y'all share this with y'all boss friends as usual, because this was a good one.
This was a good one. Listen, like it, subscribe to our channel, comment, share on Instagram, do all the good things. We appreciate you guys tuning in for each and every episode. And remember, every successful entrepreneur had to start somewhere.
Period.
So good luck on your getting started or you're starting over. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.
See y'all.